Everyone, so we've got week 25 of the Margarete Miller Collage Challenge, and we've got a piece of furniture. So I've got the old sewing machine, a doodle, so I just did this on to a tea bag, something that makes sound in a pattern. Well, I don't know what that is. I guess a pianola, but I couldn't find a picture of a pianola, so I've just got the picture of the old radiogram, which kind of fits the theme of the other things. An eating utensil. I've got some old eating utensils. I think they're covered with, what are those pots made out of? It'll come back to me. And a list. So an old typed out recipe. Alright, let's get started to see what we do with these today. I like using tea bags because you can still see through them, but they look really good on the page. Kind of still want to see my list, hey. Enamel. That's what they are, enamel. Goodness me. Comes back to me eventually. Yep, I think that's good. And where we see this doodle here, I think I might do some more up in that corner. So let me move that to one side. It's just with a Posca pen. And you might not see all of it. It doesn't really matter. It's just to have something in the background. Just dry it off quickly. And first, I might just ink the edges. This is a really old recipe book. Belonged to my grandma. I'm gradually pulling it apart and using it because otherwise it's just sitting and not getting used. Yep, I think about that. And I don't do a lot of baking these days. Used to when the kids were little, but not so much anymore. So it's no point having these books just sitting, in my opinion. And I really love the old typing and stuff. Looks really cool on the page. Alright, so the next one, I think is this down here. I think this was in an old gardening magazine. It was saying like you can use sort of these old utensils out in the garden as art, which I thought was a good idea because you do see them in the second-hand shops, and once they're damaged you can't reuse them and they can't be fixed. The enamel needs to be intact, so little fun point there. But yeah, so I guess they could be used as garden art, which would look really quite effective, I think, swinging out there in the garden. Right, so there's those two. Next is our tea bag, which will mimic what we've got going on up here. It's the beauty of tea bags. You can use just a glue stick and they stay in place, which is really cool. I've got actually a couple of videos on doing some art with tea bags. If you go to my lists and just have a look. I usually do just take that side bit off though. And what it does then is it sort of fades back into the page. But yeah, I do love using tea bags. But on those videos, on those particular videos, I actually sewed them down and stuff as well, which was really cool. And they look really good. I've got like a whole journal of tea bag art, which is pretty cool. Alright, how are we doing there? Yeah, so we've got that mirroring that, which is good. Alright, I think the next one was this. Here, and then that there. So let's do the edges of this as well. That's better. Let's just scrunch it up a little bit. just got these glue sticks and they seem to be a bit funny. I've started getting the blue one so I can see where I've done to make sure I do my edges and it sits down properly. About there, I think. A little bit in line there, but I think that still looks alright. Okay. It has been, this was tea dyed, so that's pretty good. I'll just rough it up a little bit more. Alright, so that's all my bits stuck down. I might do a bit of splatter just around the edges here. So I'm just going to cover that over with a piece of paper. Let's grab something here. About there would be just about fine. Grab my little container and get some water. I think I'll use some gesso today. Let's put some of that in here. Make it really runny. Probably going to be way too much, but we'll see. I find this little brush is really good for flicking stuff about. It's quite I don't know, firm, I guess is the word. Some of them are really soft, aren't they? But this is really firm. So when it flicks stuff about, that's good. Alright, let's just do a few little flicks of paint. Take off a little bit of the starkness of that Posca pen. And there we are, it's done. So you can see the mark making matches the doodle, and bring you up close. You can see those splodges of gesso now are all dried out. I'll just add something more to the background. So week 25, a piece of furniture. We've got the old sewing machine table. That's actually a really nice one because it's got the wooden cover for the sewing machine as well. Normally the sewing machine goes down, well the ones in Australia anyway, and then they come back up through a hole. But anyway, piece of furniture, a doodle we've got here, and then we did the matching one at the back there. Something that makes a sound in a pattern. Well, I couldn't find a pianola, so I've just used the old radiogram. An eating utensil, we've got these ones here, and a list is behind here in the end, but that was a list from a recipe, and I didn't use the bonus. So that's my week 25 done. If you like the video, please hit the like button, give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it, and share if you like. Okay, I'll see you next week for week 26. That's us halfway through the year next week. Alright, see you all later. Bye bye.